Hey everyone. I was going to introduce myself, but if you're seeing this, it's on my page, so you shouldn't be surprised by that. I wanted to say that I'm really excited about this book that just came out, and I wanted to explain it in a video so that those of you who may be interested in buying it and what goes with it will actually jump in with us in 2026. So the book that I just published just about a week and a half ago is this book. It's called FACETS, First Sights, and it's something that I've actually kind of been working on in one way or another over the last 20 years. It is a devotional book. It is the first of 12 books that I'm going to be releasing over the next year. Each of them is going to be for that specific month. So, First Sights is book one. And so there's one dot here. It's a devotional guide encountering the names of God for January, just for January. And it goes from Matthew 1:1 to Matthew 9:27. And what I did, the story behind this is that I started actually with this Bible right here. I bought this Bible in 2005, and shout out to Lineage Leather for my custom cover. But I bought this Bible in 2005 when I was in Kansas City, and I started doing a reading program. I created it where I read the entire Bible in the entire Bible, all 66 books, in 1 month, in 30 days. And I had such a great time with it that I actually did it 3 months in a row. One of those months, I can't remember, I think it was month two, I decided that I needed to be looking for something specific. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to highlight specifically in there the names of God. So you can, this is actually a pretty good page example of it. You probably, I'm not sure if you can even see it, but there's pink. Those are emotions of God. The little blue boxes and underlines are words that I plan to kind of dissect in the margins in terms of the original language, and then underlines and all that kind of stuff. And the green are things that God is called. So not necessarily names. Some of the names in here are things like, well, this is going to be in February actually, glutton and a drunkard. Well, obviously Jesus isn't a glutton or a drunkard, but he was called that. And if he was called a glutton and a drunkard, that reveals something about how he interacted with people and what that actually means for his character and how he responded to people and interacted with them. It says something about him. And so these facets, we're thinking about God as a big diamond, a big divine diamond, and we're turning him in our hand and we're taking a look at him. And I don't think there's anything better uh, for our time and to put our energy in than to know what God is like more fully. And so this book is 300, or this book is one of 12 in a series that is going to have 366. We don't want to skip those February 29th people who have birthdays on that day, and it's an important day too. So it's 366 different devotionals based on the names of God in the New Testament. Now, when I did this project and I highlighted all the different things that God was called, obviously there's repeats. He was called a couple hundred times. Uh, he's called Jesus, over 100 times. But there's times when he's called, when God or even Jesus in this first one, where he's called your Father who is in heaven, or your Father who sees in secret, or your Father who is in secret, or your Father who knows what you need before you ask him. So these are all really great things that we can glean an understanding of who God is, and turning that divine diamond around in our hand to really understand God more fully. Imagine taking 1 month, taking 2 months, taking an entire year where you are just looking every day at a different facet of the divine diamond, looking at God in a fresh way. Now, not only have I done a little bit of writing, so each page is going to be like this. It's going to have just like two, maybe three paragraphs where you're I'm kind of diving into what that specific name or facet is. Maybe some cultural context, maybe some other things, just really kind of diving into it. And then this last paragraph is going to be an activation, so that you can do that on this page with the journal side. And that activation is sometimes it's um, pray to this specific name of God, to encounter God in this way, and write down your prayer. Maybe it's write a crafted prayer. Maybe it's sit in silence and see what God talks to you about this specific thing. Maybe it's going to be a guided meditation, or one day I actually encourage you to just go on a walk with God and then record what happens. A lot of different things, but it really is about encountering that God in that facet of who He is, or who they are, because God is three in one. And so uh, that that's what this is all about. So this is book one. Book one is coming out. First Sights. It's called First Sights because it's the very first sightings of love himself. Love at first sight. And so he is. It's first sights, the first sights of love, and it's really just diving right into the material. There's some cultural context stuff that's in there. There's some revelatory whatever. It's a really good uh, thing, and I've actually tried to write this book multiple times. At one point, I was going to do all 366 in one book, and I realized just a couple months ago, if I do this whole project and I do a devotional book, it's going to be over 700 pages. We're looking at a 750-page book, which is going to end up being like 2 inches thick of a devotional book, which nobody's going to buy that. So I kind of reworked the plan, and now it's going to be 12 books coming out about 3 weeks ahead of time for each one. So I launched, I believe, on the 11th this month, for January. It's available on Amazon. The link is in the description below, and you can just search up Vince Corcoran Facets. FACETS, and it'll pop right up, and it'll be a part of the whole series. $10 on Amazon, real simple. And most people are getting it within 36 hours or so, and especially here in the Dallas area, we have, I think, a printer in Dallas Fort Worth for Amazon self-publishing. So I self-publish this. It's my third book that I've published, and I'm very proud of this project. I think it's going to be really awesome. I think it's really going to help a lot of people to understand God in fresh ways and to encounter Him. It really is a devotional guide to encountering the names of God. So it's all about guiding you towards that. I'm not controlling it. I'm not trying to give all of the information. I just want people to be introduced to some ideas and then guided to having actual experiences with God, and getting to know God in a way that they hadn't before, and experiencing that not just by reading, but by actually knowing a truth and letting it set you free. So go on Amazon, purchase it. Be looking for book two. Book two is probably gonna come out first week of January after the new year. You can purchase that in time. Book two is going to be called Second Glances, and so just like second chances, we get second glances at God, and so be looking for that. If you have any questions, just message me. I'd love to talk it through, and I'd love to get people's interactions on what this is actually doing for people. We've had a lot of people purchase it already, and are excited to do it. So thanks for taking the time. I know it's been about 9-10 minutes now, and I'm just looking forward to the transformation that happens in people's lives in encountering God over the next year.